Hello, mystery lovers, and welcome back to our channel. Our planet is a treasure trove of wonders, but some places are so strange, so mind-boggling, that they leave even the most brilliant scientists scratching their heads. Today, we're diving deep into the Earth's most enigmatic secrets. We're counting down the 10 most mysterious natural wonders that science still can't fully explain. Get ready to have your mind blown. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the enigmatic sailing stones of Death Valley, California. Imagine this. You're in one of the hottest, driest places on Earth and you see massive rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, that have seemingly moved across the flat desert floor on their own, leaving long tracks behind them. For decades, no one ever saw them move. Theories ranged from strong winds and magnetic fields to outright paranormal activity. It was a complete puzzle. Recently, scientists did manage to capture the phenomenon. They discovered that a very specific rare combination of conditions is needed. A light layer of water from melting ice freezes overnight into thin sheets. As the sun rises, the ice begins to break up, and light winds, as gentle as 5 miles per hour, are just enough to push these massive ice-encrusted boulders across the slick, muddy surface. While we now have a partial explanation, the infrequency of these events and the perfect storm of conditions required still make it one of nature's most elusive and magical performances. It's a slow-motion dance that reminds us how patient and subtle nature can be. Coming in at number 9, we journey to the lush landscapes of Colombia to witness Cano Cristales, often called the River of 5 Colors, or the Liquid Rainbow. For most of the year it looks like any other river. But for a brief period between the wet and dry seasons, something extraordinary happens. The river explodes into a vibrant spectacle of red, yellow, green, blue, and black. It's not paint or algae. The dazzling red comes from a unique aquatic plant called Macarinia clavigera. When the water level is just right and the sunlight hits it perfectly, the plant blooms in this brilliant hue. While we know what causes the color, the sheer intensity and the precise fleeting timing of this transformation remain a subject of wonder. How did this one specific plant evolve to create such a breathtaking, coordinated display in this one specific river? It's a natural masterpiece that seems to defy the ordinary rules of botany, creating a surreal landscape that feels like it's straight out of a fantasy novel. At number 8, we have the fairy circles of Namibia and Australia. Picture vast arid grasslands dotted with thousands of perfectly circular, barren patches of earth, each one bordered by a ring of taller grass. From the air, it looks like the land has a case of polka dots. These circles range from a few feet to over 40 feet in diameter and can last for decades. What creates them? The debate rages on. One leading theory suggests it's the work of sand termites, engineering the ecosystem from below ground to maximize water collection. Another compelling theory points to self-organization, where plants compete for scarce water, naturally creating this patterned landscape. But neither theory fully explains all the characteristics of the circles or why they appear in such specific locations thousands of miles apart. Are they created by termites, by plants, or by some other force we haven't yet discovered? This mysterious large-scale pattern remains one of ecology's most captivating puzzles. For our number 7 spot, let's explore the Blood Falls of Antarctica. In the middle of the pristine White Taylor Glacier, a startling 5-story tall waterfall pours out a deep crimson liquid, staining the ice a gruesome red. It looks like the continent itself is bleeding. For years, scientists thought red algae was the cause, but the truth is far more bizarre. The water flowing from the falls comes from a subglacial lake trapped beneath the ice for nearly 2 million years. This ancient water is completely cut off from light and oxygen, and it's incredibly rich in iron. When it finally seeps through a fissure in the glacier and hits the air for the first time, the iron oxidizes and rusts, instantly turning the water a shocking blood-red color. While we understand the chemistry, the existence of this time capsule lake, teeming with microbial life that has survived in total darkness without oxygen for millennia, opens up a whole new world of possibilities for life on other planets, like Mars or Jupiter's moon, Europa. At number 6, we head to Northern Ireland to gaze upon the Giant's Causeway. This incredible formation consists of about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, most of them perfect hexagons, stepping down from the cliffs into the sea. It looks like a meticulously built stone pathway for a giant. According to legend, the Irish giant Finn MacCool built it to cross the sea and fight his Scottish rival. The scientific explanation is that it was formed by intense volcanic activity 60 million years ago. As the molten basalt lava flowed out and cooled rapidly, it contracted and cracked into these remarkable geometric shapes. But here's a mystery. The uniformity and perfection of these hexagonal columns are almost too good to be natural. The precise cooling rates and chemical composition needed to form such a vast ordered structure are still not fully understood. It's a perfect storm of geology that created a wonder of mathematical precision, leaving geologists to marvel at nature's architectural genius. We're halfway through. At number 5, we have the eerie, crooked forest in Poland. In a small patch of pine forest near the town of Grafino, about 400 pine trees are uniformly bent, with their bases all curving sharply northward in a C-shape before growing straight up. What's even stranger is that this grove is surrounded by a larger forest of perfectly normal, straight pine trees. Planted around the 1930s, something caused these trees to bend in unison. Was it a unique gravitational pull? Heavy snows that weighed them down as saplings? The most popular theory is human intervention. Perhaps local foresters manipulated the trees to create naturally curved wood for furniture or boat building. But if so, why was the project abandoned, and why is there no record of it? With the town largely destroyed during World War II, the people who might have had the answers are long gone, leaving the crooked forest and its bizarre, unified curve as a silent, haunting mystery. Now for number 4, the incredible sardine run off the coast of South Africa. This isn't a place but a phenomenal event. Each year, billions of sardines spawn in the cool waters and move in massive shoals up the coast. This migration creates a feeding frenzy of epic proportions, attracting thousands of dolphins, sharks, seals, whales, and seabirds. It's the greatest marine spectacle on Earth. Here's the mystery. Scientists don't entirely know why the sardines do this. The journey is perilous and takes them into warmer, less suitable subtropical waters. It doesn't seem to be a necessary part of their life cycle, as a larger sardine population remains in the cooler southern waters and thrives. What triggers this massive, risky pilgrimage for just a fraction of the population? Is it an evolutionary relic, a navigational error, or a response to some subtle environmental cue we can't yet detect? This chaotic, instinct-driven stampede remains one of the ocean's most thrilling and baffling behaviors. Entering our top 3 at number 3, we have the Great Blue Hole in Belize. This is a colossal underwater sinkhole, a nearly perfect circle over 1,000 feet across and 400 feet deep. From above, it looks like a giant, dark blue eye staring up from the turquoise sea. It was formed during past ice ages when sea levels were much lower. It was once a dry limestone cave, and as the oceans rose, the cave flooded and its roof collapsed. Diving into the hole is like entering another world. But as you go deeper, you find strange, perfectly preserved stalactites, which can only form in dry caves. This tells us about the hole's past, but it also presents a mystery. Analysis of these formations reveals that the area suffered from extreme, prolonged droughts in the past, which some archaeologists believe may have contributed to the collapse of the ancient Mayan civilization. This natural wonder is not just a geological marvel. It's a silent witness to ancient climate change and a potential key to unlocking a major historical puzzle. Our runner-up at number 2 is the Richat structure in Mauritania, also known as the Eye of the Sahara. This is a massive, intricate circular feature about 30 miles in diameter, so huge it's most clearly visible from space. For a long time, it was thought to be an impact crater from a meteor, but there's no evidence of impact shock. The current geological consensus is that it's a geological dome. Layers of sedimentary rock that have been pushed up from below and then eroded over millions of years, exposing the concentric rings, but this explanation feels incomplete. Why is it so perfectly circular? And why are there no similar structures of this scale and perfection anywhere else on Earth? Its sheer size and near-perfect shape have led to more speculative theories, including some who believe it to be the remnant of the mythical city of Atlantis. While geologists are still working on the finer details, the Eye of the Sahara remains a breathtaking landmark that looks like a giant target, placed there by an unknown force. And finally, at number 1, the most legendary natural mystery of all, the Bermuda Triangle. This notorious stretch of the Atlantic Ocean, roughly between Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico, has captured the public imagination for decades. Countless stories tell of ships and planes vanishing without a trace. In 1945, Flight 19, a squadron of 5 U.S. Navy bombers, disappeared during a training mission. A rescue plane sent to find them also vanished. No wreckage was ever found. Explanations range from the scientific to the supernatural. Scientists point to logical causes. The area is known for extreme and unpredictable weather, like rogue waves and violent hurricanes. The Gulf Stream is incredibly swift, which could quickly disperse any wreckage. And some theories suggest massive releases of methane gas from the ocean floor could erupt, creating a frothy sea that can no longer support a ship's buoyancy, causing it to sink in seconds. Others propose bizarre magnetic anomalies that throw off navigation equipment. Despite rational explanations for many of the incidents, the sheer number of disappearances and the lack of conclusive evidence for many of them keep the legend alive. The Bermuda Triangle remains the ultimate symbol of nature's unexplained power and our planet's enduring secrets. From moving stones to a bleeding glacier and a legendary ocean graveyard, our world is far more mysterious than we can imagine. These wonders challenge our understanding and prove that there are still so many secrets waiting to be discovered. What do you think is the force behind these phenomena? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the mysteries of our amazing planet. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.